Here with not a final look at the forecast just yet, but with a look at the forecast here on your last day.
Yeah, it is, and we're closing it out with a bang. We have a little bit of a rowdy forecast tonight. Right now and up until 10, 11 o'clock, it'll be pretty quiet outside. A gorgeous view from our Coastal Parks beach cam right now. Lots of folks enjoying the Mother's Day holiday out at the beach, but it is a little warm and a little breezy. Earlier this afternoon when I pulled in this graphic, Hebbronville had an over 100-degree feels like temperature, so beach weather, definitely. In Corpus Christi right now, it feels like 91, but we are sitting at 85. A little bit of cloud cover has been lingering along the coast today, and we even had a little pop-up storm down to the south of Falfurrias as well. Again, off to our northwest, you can see these pink boxes covering some counties. That is a severe thunderstorm watch that's going to go in effect until midnight. We have yet to see any issued for our area, but we will definitely update you if those do get issued. So into this evening, a little bit after news time, this is the latest rendition of Futurecast. That line of storms, the leading edge, just getting to our northern counties. Then heading into 1 o'clock, I've stopped this about every 2 hours for a couple hours. I'm going to walk y'all through it. So this is all coming with a cold front. Here's that leading edge at about the middle part of the coastal bend, and then getting to offshore sometime between the 2 to 4 a.m. region of time. Again, Futurecast showing right in the middle of that at 3 o'clock. So that all comes through, and again, this is a pretty long-lived line of storms coming all the way from North Texas this evening through Central Texas down to the coastal bend. So it has a lot of oomph, for lack of a better phrase, of forward motion and the winds of the storms themselves. That's why we're seeing that severe wind risk going into tonight. That's why we have that marginal risk for all of the coastal bend and the slight risk for our northern counties. We could be seeing some wind gusts upwards of 60 to 75 miles per hour. I'll break down the threats here in just a second. Into tomorrow morning, pretty quiet on the radar. We still could see a few showers right along the edge of that front, but most of this should all be offshore, and temperatures behind that front, not cold by any means, but definitely a little cooler and a little drier in terms of both rain and humidity. We'll be in the upper 60s to low 70s at the coast. Tomorrow afternoon, hopefully going to see more widespread sunshine as opposed to clouds sticking around in a few areas like we saw today. And with that front coming through, we'll see high temperatures a couple degrees cooler than we were today in the mid to upper 80s in the coastal bend, and again with lower humidity. So here's a check of that severe risk again. These are the threats that we're facing. Again, our main concern going to be that wind with gusts up to 60 to 75 miles per hour. The biggest threat of that going to be up to our northern counties and kind of diminishing the lower you get across the coastal bend and towards the coast. The next highest risk would be hail, because these storms could be, again, on the severe side. Once we get through that and into the next couple of days, we see upper level high pressure kind of meandering across the central U.S. This is going to bring us sunny skies and hotter temperatures. The 90s are going to come back, and as it shifts over to our east, at the same time at the surface, we're seeing onshore winds coming back. So that means that the humidity comes back as well. So we will be seeing both high temperatures and feels like temperatures returning to pretty much where we have been the past few days as we get into the end of next week. But until then, enjoy the slightly lower morning temperatures and slightly lower afternoon temperatures. Still pretty mild, still around average whenever it comes to this time of year. Typically, we see morning temperatures in the low 70s, afternoons in the upper 80s to low 90s, and that's about what we're going to be having this week.
All right, looks good. Thank you so much, Kristen. Coming up next.